Hey everybody, Brandon with Bearded CB82 coming at you again with another Amazon tool haul. So what did I get? Well, let's see. Alright, so first item on the list. Thanks to a lot of you guys using the Amazon links. You guys enable my channel to go ahead and do stuff like this, especially for certain requests. And one of those tools that I had a request to do a review on was a Tecton Ratchet. Now, I've had this in my wish list for a little bit, been meaning to do eventually a review on one of the ratchets, so I went and I got the long-handled 3/8 drive flex head, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 9 position, which actually that's a good number. Oh, the switch is backwards. It is. Oh boy, that's going to be a pain in the ass. Quick release. I'll have to dick with that later. But what is it? 180 degree 9 position, 72 tooth. Part number, if it wants to focus, 14962. Yeah, like I said, this is about $20 and change off of Amazon. Tooth count feels okay. Switch, positive. Fairly positive. Not too bad. But I got a couple overheads to do tomorrow, so I'll be starting up using this thing right off the bat, and we'll see how she does over the next month. Next thing, TL172s for my multimeter. My other ones took a crap. These ones I went ahead and got. This is the original version. They do have an updated version where these are actually gray instead of the yellow and black for the internal coloring, as you can see as I go out of the picture here. And that pair was $51, and I managed to get this one for $25 and change, which was what I had originally with my Fluke meter. And I love these ones. They are very nice. The twist guards, they're Cat 3 and 4 rated, which is very good. So up to 1,000 volts. When I worked at the steel plant and was the secondary electrician, Fluke is the only way to go, and these guys for $25, that was a hell of a steal. So next thing, I got me a new flashlight. Reason I got a new flashlight was this one has finally seen its day. I got this in 2011-ish, and going through a set of batteries each week with it. It's the Terralux Lightstar 300. It's been a good light, but it's just time to retire this one to the truck. And I've been using it throughout the day. It takes an 18650 rechargeable battery. I got it right here. Packaged fairly well. Does come with a charger cable, extra O-rings, and does come with the 18650 battery. And the reason I bought this, well, one, price tag's kind of nice. These are made by ThruNite. It's got a 2-year limited warranty on it, but that's all right. It was $30, and I've gotten to play with one of these before. I believe it was the A1. It might have been the A1S. A buddy of mine, Jeremiah Jewell, country prepper, he had one, and I was able to play with it one weekend and really liked them. He really likes his headlamp he got from them too. But yep, so I went ahead, bought this, $30 on Amazon, and bring up the specs for you here real fast. Alright, tech parameters. So it's water resistant, IPX7. Oops. Focus, you friggin'. So low beam, 24 lumens for 6 days, medium 140, high is 460 for 5 hours. Turbo 1150 lumens, and the strobe also 1150 lumens, and then SOS. So it will it definitely puts out some light. I think that's medium, high, turbo, SOS. There's low, medium, and then alright, so and then it goes back to medium. I like it on medium. Very bright light, very relatively affordable for $30, and then they have the regular A1. It's like $20. So far, after today, dropped it a few times already, and still going strong. So let's move these off to the side. And then next thing I actually got sent some stuff by Capri. Now, what did they send me? Well, I got a hold of them, was wondering when the heck they were going to come up with some standard thin wrenches. I told them, you know, just give me a heads up and I'll buy them. And I'd probably eventually buy the metric as well, but he just got a hold of me one day. He said, hey, I got something headed your way. Okay. So, what do we have? Oh, part number on these, take a look at the box here, is the 11850-4 Sierra Romeo Kilo. It's a 4-piece, and I've got a really good spot for these guys, but this is the standard set, so these are brand spanking new. It goes from 1/4 inch and 5/16, 3/8 to 7/16, and then it goes 1/2 inch, 9/16, and then 5/8 and 3/4. So these are going to come in fairly handy, especially on the CNG tank lines. Now, and then they also sent me the metric, which is a 7-piece, and I wish they would have done similar with this, because this really doesn't skip any sizes. This is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up to 19 millimeter. So this is a full set of really thin wrenches. I've used the 18 already to loosen up one of the tank lines, the ones that we kind of mess with most. And these are nice. These are very well forged and very well finished as well. Thing about them being thin is they're made to get in and loosen stuff up. They do have a wider head, or a more oblong head, especially on the 19, as you can see, but that's quite all right. The reason I had to use the 18 is because 11/16 is 17.5 millimeters, but the 18 did just fine on it, which is where I wish they would have went with a 5 or even 6 or 7 piece on the standards as well, to include the sizes in between that are a little bit more common. But these are definitely going to get me by on some of the sizes, and then combine that with the metric ones, I'll definitely be able to do what I need to do, and I'll even show you here. Alright, so as you see here, we're looking at the lines. Mostly what we mess with is this guy right here, unless this housing, the filter housing, seizes on the body. But these ones right here are all 11/16. Now you cannot fit a line wrench in here at all. You can't even fit a regular wrench. This is what, like 3 millimeters wide, 4 millimeters wide, I want to say. I think 4. And this, oops, damn air compressor, fits right in there to where I can actually get enough bite on these lines, just enough to loosen them up, and then I can get in there with a stubby 11/16, hopefully, and do what I need to do in order to tilt this out a little bit. We got a wrench that we ground down so we could just remove this instead of having to take everything apart to replace the whole thing, because that's the solenoid itself that goes bad. But that's where these will definitely come in handy. That's a 3/4 right there, so we'll definitely be doing some testing on them. But yeah, this is the only one you can really get to with a wrench is this one right here. But all the rest of these, that's where this is going to come into play. So I wish it was an 11/16 exactly, but sometimes you got to work with what you got. Anyways, guys, I do hope you enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to check down below for the links on Amazon. As always, like I said, it's the people that do use the links. It doesn't cost you a dime. If you're using Amazon Smile, I understand that entirely, but it helps me get more tools for testing, tools that, you know, I probably would not get just due to the slew that I already have. But the thin wrenches are something I've been eyeballing for a while, and for them to send those to me, that's really cool. But everything else here I definitely bought, including this guy for testing due to popular demand. So by all means, I'll give you guys a better heads up on how this thing works. So far for $20, I don't think it's too bad. We're gonna see how it does an overhead tomorrow, well, a couple of them plus spark plugs, and see how it holds up over the month. And here in a few weeks or so, we'll definitely be doing an update on it. But aside from that, links down below. Heck of a deal on the test leads. These are the best leads I would buy. I only buy Fluke. I'm not going to get some aftermarket stuff. But and then the Wildtac. This is an awesome flashlight. Like I said, I've gotten to use this before, which was why I was turned on to it. So y'all take care. Hope y'all had a wonderful weekend, and I'm gonna go home, get something to eat, and go from there. Remember, shop safety is just as important as firearm safety, people. If you screw something up, somebody could die. So have a good one.